This is Game Room for the Xbox 360. It's an app that really never got to take off. It blew up on the launch pad. I'm checking to see if it freezes right here because the servers are gone. So sometimes the game doesn't make it past this. And now that the background is no longer animating, we might have to nope, that came back to life. I don't know what it's doing right now. It's doing something. Just waiting on it to load just so I can get to the games. But you could get arcade games with very faithful emulation, in television games, Atari 2600 games. And what you would do is you would download a pack, and you would get like 5 or 6 or something games in there that you could try out as demos once or twice. And if you really liked it, you could buy it to play anytime you want for like $3 and put a little arcade cabinet in your arcade. And you could also visit your friends' arcades, and you could also spend 50 cents in Microsoft currency to play arcade games that you did not own and did not have any trial plays left on. And that's about where it kind of fell apart, because I see what they tried to do. They tried to make it like an arcade, like an arcade, but it's not the same. Also, I think the game may have fucked up, so I'm a little anxious here. Thankfully, it didn't freeze, so we can just reopen the app, I think. If it's going to load my dashboard. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this thing. You see, Monster Truck Madness 64 doesn't do shit like this. We put the cartridge in the system and you turn it on, you know what happens? It plays the fucking game. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do to piss you off? Xbox Home. Take me home, Xbox Home. There goes my theme that I bought. Jurassic World. Invisible. No information on the screen. What is... Come on. Come on. You think? Just get past this, okay? I don't think the Xbox 360 is retired. It's this app specifically. It's been dead for almost 10 years. And its servers have been offline for like 8 or 9. So this never took off. It works, but for some reason, I don't know what it's doing right here. But whenever it gets to this part of the loading screen, sometimes it just seizes up and just dies. Which is great, because it's not like we're behind schedule, okay? All I want to do is play one. We're going to be done with the arcade game before this is even done loading. Like, that's how quickly we get through this. Ness, I'm not happy. It's making me mad, Ness. I'm getting butt mad. My butt, I'm doing the butt twist. There we go. Hey, wait. Yeah. No shit. Okay, there we go. My collection. Can't believe that worked. Okay, we can't play ranked mode anymore, so we gotta do this. One thing I do think is neat is, it does the ROM check when you turn it on. You'll see. So, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna adjust the thing a little more, just so that y'all can see more of the game. Because there's no point in having the background stuff, the crap all there, so. There we go. Basically, it's kind of like Kung Fu. We're going to be playing one loop of Shao-lin's Road. The loop, there's 5 levels, and every level has you play it twice. The first time you play it, you just have to kill all the enemies on the screen. The second time you play it, there's a boss character to defeat, and there's 5 bosses, so there's 5 stages. So once you do that, that's one loop of the game, and that's That's it. When you've done that, you've beaten it. Alright. So the way this works, the green guys in the green pants, those guys always drop an item of some sort when you kill them. Yellow is you spit fireballs. And the interesting thing about these items is that they are time-based, not usage-based. So when you get them, just let loose. Just keep using them and you'll eventually run out. So we've already beaten the first part of Stage 1, and now we have a boss whom we have nicknamed Evil Tunabout Tony. I took a hit there. It's not good. Okay, we got the Morning Star. So the Morning Star... Oh, never mind, I already lost it. When you have the Morning Star and you jump attack with it, your character will swing it overhead. Or if you kick it, you'll throw it forward. But if you pull backwards, you'll retract it back in, so you can get multiple attacks out of it. It's not just a one-time thing. Otherwise, if you throw it, you just won't... That's it. Okay, so that's level 1 completed. Chat's also dead, so I can't see you guys. I hope you're enjoying Shao-lin's Road. These guys on the roof will behave the same every single time. It's kind of like Pac-Man, where if you do the same movements, the ghosts will do the same things every time. The green power-up is a shield. It's actually kind of one of the riskier items because it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're not going to get hit. You can still get hit if you've got a shield on. I've taken way too many hits, so there we go. Okay. Coming up, the next boss is Chun-Li. See, there she is. It's Chun-Li, and I just kicked her off the roof. A lot of the strats for taking on the bosses in this game are, and just the enemies in general. Chun-Li seems to be frozen. I don't know what happened to her. Okay, there, she's back. I've never seen her do that before. I was kind of like, I don't know what to do. But you've noticed, oh, I got an extra life there. That's what the sound was. But you notice that I jump around a lot. And the reason I do this is because while you are jumping in the air, you cannot get hit. So you can really kind of use that to your advantage and kind of ambush these enemies and land hits on them. Taking a little one too many hits. Don't want to die. There we go. One guy left. I want to wait for him to jump down. There we go. So now we're moving on to stage 3, and I'm going to reload the page again real quick to see if that's going to fix chat. So one thing to be mindful of when you play Shao-lin's Road is that all of the enemies will telegraph all of their attacks. All of them. They'll squat before they jump. They'll make a different pose when they're about to jump kick. They squat and face to the side when they jump kick. So knowing what those moves are and knowing how to anticipate the attacks that the enemies do, that's part of the game. That's the hardest part, really, is learning what those signals mean. So we're already at the third boss. This is who do we call this guy? Oh, the kamikaze clown or something? No, the karate clown, and he breathes fire because he's a dick. Okay, shit. Okay, the bosses take 5 hits to kill. I would prefer not to lose a life. Okay, well that guy kicked me square in the face. So that's fine. If you die and the boss hasn't been defeated yet, the boss will regain all of their health. So since we defeated the karate clown, he's not coming back. So we don't... Oh, and you can take damage from falling off a roof. If you don't jump properly from a platform, you take damage in this game. It's one of those games, by the way. It's great. There we go. So coming up next, we got stage 4. This is the realm of the Tambourine Man. He's coming. And this is really a good level to get that Morning Star in, just because you can see I was just annihilating like half the enemies in the stage right there. There's a meter at the top that has those little guys' faces on it, and that tells you how many enemies are left to defeat. Kind of a rough estimate. that meter goes down the more guys you defeat in a stage. These guys are really kind of not being nice with their movement RNG. There we go. So here comes the Tambourine Man. We call him that because he has a Morning Star of his own. I'm really trying to get over there. This is a tricky stage to be good at because all the enemies spawn from the center. Okay, those were some advanced movements I did on Tambourine Man right there. That was not easy. Basically, I kicked him till he screen wrapped, and then I jumped over and I whacked him with the Morning Star again. I played this game a lot. I played it on real hardware too. This is my favorite arcade game, so I know it fairly well. Every time I hang out with Tuna Boat Tony and we hit up the arcade, I always set the #1 score on this game on the cabinet every single time. So I'm that good at it. So this is the final stage. Final area, I guess. Not the final stage, because the final stage is still coming up. Because we're gonna fight the boss that Fandramon named. His name is oh shit. Oh man, okay, we got him. And the boss is named, well, I'll tell you whenever we get to him. Oh. They throw knives now, by the way. Like every level the enemies will learn a new move. And you have to account for that. It's a new thing that they will telegraph every time. You just have to learn what that means. There we go. Alright. So this guy is called Shanghai Pork. Because it's spicy. And he can breathe fire, I think, is his special attack, I think, is what he does. Got him. Okay. So that's the hardest part of this stage done. Because oh man, I lost my Morning Star, threw it off the screen, scrolled it off. That's alright. Really? Got me with that? Let's see if I can finish these guys off with this shield. Probably not. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea. I'm being cautious because I've got only one hit left. There we go. That's time. That's one loop. I'll play a little longer just to show you guys what happens next, because the game does continue to get more advanced as it goes on. There's a bird up at the top of the screen now that will drop a rock, so there's a vertical hazard instead of just the horizontal guys that go side to side now. So you can kick the rock out of the air. It is worth quite a few points, I think, if you can hit it. But it's just one more thing to keep up with. And eventually what ends up happening is the game gets difficult to the point where the enemies will still telegraph their attacks, but now those telegraphs can mean more than one thing. And now they keep you on your toes because you don't really know what they're going to do. You have an idea, but you don't quite know. So the game it's always getting harder. Every single stage is harder than the previous one, because there's something new that happens in it every time. Which I think makes for pretty fresh gameplay. It's one of the reasons why I'm such a fan of this one, is because this game, it's all about skill. It's all about mastering the different items. It's about learning the patterns. It's about knowing how to influence the enemies. Like right here, I kind of messed up again. That guy jumped on the roof because now they can do the flying jump kick now, so the moves are a little bit different compared to the last time that we were here. So you can't it's not just like Pac-Man where once you learn the route on the board and you just play it the same way every time, you get a perfect game or whatever. This game doesn't do that. Also, I finally died. But anyways, since we are a little bit behind schedule, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pause Shao-lin's Road. But 7:30, I don't think there's an official leaderboard for Shao-lin's Road on speedrun.com. But that's not a bad time. I think my best time is close to 6 minutes, and that's when I'm really focused. It's when I'm really in the zone, and I'm able to really get all the manipulations I need on the bosses. This run that we did actually we did pretty good on level 5. The guy that we called Shanghai Pork, we took care of him real fast. First stage was kind of iffy. Chun-Li on the second stage, when she just stopped moving, that threw me off because I ain't never seen her do that before. So I'm like, I don't know. That kind of threw me off. But yeah, that was an all right run. And we lost a lot of time. It's not my best time, but that was pretty good. And now we get to watch this. We get to watch this counter go up. I've played this game way longer than 3 hours and 19 minutes. Like I said, this app is like busted. I don't know what happened to it, but it's not. It's all jacked up. Reset my timer. Get all that. We did get a donation from Rocky, Dr. Rockiewicz. He's in chat. He's hanging out with us. Been hanging out today. He donated $53.53. 53, and he says B-17 Bomber, which is one of our favorite angry video game nerd moments. That brings us to $303.53. Rocky, thank you for your donation, buddy. It is very much appreciated. Like I said, it's all going towards a great cause. We are now more than halfway to our donation goal of $500, which, of course, will put Twitch Sings at the very end of Sunday's broadcast, tomorrow's broadcast of Day 2. So we're going to hop back on over, get into some more games. I'm going to update that donation total. And coming up next, we got Trick Trap 1771. It's got to get tricks. Trick or treat, trick or trap. 5 years before America. Thanks for checking out this video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't. Either way, your feedback is appreciated. And you can also subscribe to Gatorbox if you like this content and want to see more of it from us. Catch us live Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Gatorbox. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do so at patreon.com/Gatorbox or streamlabs.com/Gatorbox.